Now, with the GMA Health Alert, creatine supplements have long been popular with male athletes, but more women are turning to them for strength, energy, and even brain health. So, is creatine actually beneficial for women, and is it safe? Who better to ask than our chief medical correspondent, Dr. Narula?
I think we should ask Cameron.
I got to stop talking. I just talked about all this stuff. Yeah.
So this is one of the most popular supplements on the market. It's $1 billion market, and we have a lot more research in men than we do in women. But that being said, the benefits really do apply to both sexes. And so when we look at what creatine is, it's actually a naturally produced substance. We make it in our liver and kidney. 95% of it is stored in our muscles, and it is really the foundation of ATP, which is the energy carrier in our cells. And so we see that it's helpful for things like rapid intensity, quick movements like weight training or sprinting, not so much for like endurance exercise. And a lot of us don't get enough of it in our diets. You need about 2 grams per day, a gram of which you make, but a gram of which you need from the foods that you eat, things like meat, fish, and dairy. And so when we look at what it's beneficial for, aside from the energy and muscle and strength training, we have research that supports benefits for bone health, for neurocognitive function, for memory, for sleep, and even for mental health. So a lot of other benefits outside of just the exercise and strength training.
And so it's not just about building muscles, it's about building another kind of muscle as well.
Correct, yes. And so, you know, we don't have a lot of data, for example, Juju, in pregnant women, but for other women who don't have medical conditions who may want to talk to their doctor, we again do see potential benefits for that muscle or strength resistance training, also for older women who may want to focus on bone health or cognition. So, you know, we think that this is generally considered safe. Really, the only risks we have seen have to do with weight gain from water retention. But that being said, because it is a supplement, I always tell people, you know, they're not regulated by the FDA. So you want to maybe look for one that's a third-party certified. So it'll say like NSF, and that would be potentially beneficial when you're looking.
You know, that common side effect that you hear about, the water retention. I've noticed, and you know, with people that I know that use it also, you know, your muscles retain the water. So it's not necessarily in the skin. Like in other words, people are worried about looking a little softer maybe from that water retention, but it's actually more of like a pump. It's you know, in my experience anyway, it's been great. But what? So if
He's like a human guinea pig.
I'm gonna go do some push-ups over here in a second.
Show us how well it's working.
Focus,
You need
Matheson.
the snaps, though. That's what we were talking about earlier this
so
week.
distracted with this great stuff. If a woman would love to try it, like how would you start somebody up? What advice would you give if somebody has never done this and wants to give it a try?
So you want to look for creatine monohydrate, that's the kind, and micronized creatine. Now it does come in like chews and tablets, but powder tends to be the most common one that's used. Generally, you want to aim for about 2 to 5 grams per day. Mixed in with a liquid or beverage.
And lots of water with it, right? I'm told it's tough on organs, right? Interesting.
Very helpful tips, Dr. Narula and Cameron, too. All right.